Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Tim here with Noble Reptiles, bringing you another video. Just showcasing, this one's actually going to revolve around showcasing the hypo gene. The hypo gene is a recessive gene, so it has to have either hypo on both sides of the parents, meaning it has to be either a visual to visual, visual to het, or a het to het pairing in order to produce a visual hypo. Hypo has the characteristics of showing up as kind of like the snake is in shed, so it kind of has that ghost film over it. This video is really going to revolve around our newest pickups from our good friend Lindsay Noble over at Noble's Reptiles. The three girls that we're going to showcase in this video, they all came from Lindsay. We've had a pleasure working with her and being able to add to our Hypo project. And this one is just going to showcase some of the newest girls that we've received from Noble's Reptiles. Not going into all of our hypo stuff, but it just gives a little glimpse of what we've recently added over the last few months. So if you haven't already, go find Lindsay, Noble's Reptiles, and follow them. She has some awesome stuff. She works with a lot of cool different animals, and she makes some amazing hypo stuff. In the video, you're going to see what I'm talking about. These girls are just rock stars, and we're very happy to have them. As always, shout out to Morph Market, Bob Fu to be exact, for the shirt. We always love supporting him. Bob's a great person. We love Morph Market. We appreciate what Darian has been doing and making the hobby just that much better. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more. We're going to be bringing you more videos in 2025. We kind of fell off the rails a little bit with everything going on, but it's no excuse. 2025, we're going to try to bring you a lot more content, get you involved more so into our pairings and what our goals and the outcomes are for Morphed Out Reptiles this year. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, and let's get into it. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in again, guys. We're going to start off with one of our smaller females. Again, this is going to be a video going over our newest additions into the Hypo project. These are all going to be from Noble's Reptiles. Shout out to Lindsay, appreciate everything that she's done and been able to give us over the last couple months. So we just want to showcase some of our Hypo project animals. And up first we have this beautiful, beautiful female. So we'll see if she'll cooperate and stay on the table so you guys can check her out. So this female right here is a super blackhead, lesser, visual hypo, red gene, ringer gene. Now, we've spoke with Lindsay a little bit about this girl, and she very well possibly could be either super red gene or super ringer gene. Not really sure about those. We haven't really worked too much. If you guys have followed us, most of our blackhead stuff is part of our Ultramel project, and that stuff does not have any red or ringer gene in it. So it's going to be pretty cool to work with this and see what we can do with her. I'm not really a huge fan of the lesser, so over time, our goal with this female is definitely going to be to hopefully create a holdback that will pretty much minus out the lesser, and then she'll be replaced with one of her daughters. Super blackhead is really our highlight with this girl and why we wanted her. We have a lot of plans with blackhead stuff. Being a visual hypo being a recessive, this girl can be transformed into not only our visual hypo projects, but later on down the line, we can use some non-hypo stuff and make some double heads. I definitely want to get the blackhead into, we already have it into the Ultramel. So obviously we're going to try to shoot for some super blackhead Ultramel hypos or Ultra Glow. I think that would be really cool. We really love what the Blackhead Ultra stuff does. And the Hypo is such a crazy gene, and we just love what all different types of animals look like. Some of them look like they're in shed. So whereas this girl, she doesn't really have the shed color, like ghost look to her, versus really what that blackhead does. It lightens up a lot of the blackhead. She has some cool striping, which that could be from the lesser at play, but just an awesome female. I like the little blackhead spot on her head. But again, this girl, super blackhead, lesser, hypo, and then we have that red gene, ringer gene at play. Try to see if she'll stay in the shot so that you guys can see the whole view of her. But again, pretty cool female. This girl, I believe this girl is right around probably about 800 grams. So she'll be a candidate for breeding next year. Still gives us a little bit of time. We got to be really picky on what we pair her to due to the lesser in there. I want to pick some stuff that works well with blackhead hypo, as that is our focus with this female. So again, an awesome girl that we added from Lindsay. She loves her blackhead stuff, and she really likes hypo, so it was pretty cool to be able to add something that's going to work for us in the future, especially with that super blackhead. Really happy with this girl. So next up, now this girl, I know this girl is not gonna, she's probably not gonna cooperate, but this girl is absolutely one of my favorites from the recent unboxings that we've gotten from Lindsay. Well, look at this smoke show. Okay, so this girl is a super disco, super enchi, 100% hypo. Not a visual hypo, but powerful. That's a minor statement. She's got a nice ringer right there on her tail. Not Heifer pied that we know of. I don't believe that Lindsay had any pied in that pairing, but still a amazing female. If you guys have been following us, you would know that we have pretty much moved out of the fire gene and moved a lot of our stuff over to disco to try to recreate a visual patterned super form. Disco and fire are relatively close. They are basically the same thing. The only difference is in the super form, fire obviously is a all white snake, and the disco is actually the opposite. It has a ton of pattern. This girl, being super disco, she's definitely going to go into our disco hypo projects. Probably see a disco pied double het hypo plus in the future. Super enchi, I'm okay with having super enchi, especially with trying to put this girl into our pied project. I do see the future of her probably going into our clown stuff at some point, being super disco. We do have a good amount of stuff in the works with our disco clown project. But this girl is just, she is gorgeous. As soon as I unboxed her and seen her, I immediately messaged Lindsay and thanked her a million times over, because this, I mean, for me, the super disco het hypo is key here. What better way to start a nice disco hypo project and have future options with a super female. So nothing will ever be a normal from this girl. Everything will either be, well, all of her babies will be guaranteed to be enchi and disco. So we have lots of room for some creativity and different projects to mix her into. As you could tell, she is not very cooperative. She doesn't like the camera too much. She likes to move and mosey around. But again, this girl is, I love this female. Every time we open her tub, it is just an awesome, and I always have to take her out and handle her a little bit and check her out. But again, this girl is a, let's see if she'll stay in spot. One spot. There we go. Nope. But again, this girl is a super disco, super enchy, 100% head hypo. Just a gorgeous female. I love the colors. Kind of has that vanilla cream kind of look to it, but that's just the super disco and the super enchy. And she's got that awesome head stamp from the super enchy coming in. Awesome female. So now we're gonna get into one of my absolute #1 favorite pickup from Lindsay. I was really happy to get this girl. As soon as she told me that this was an option, it wasn't even a question. This girl was mine. Now, I have never seen an animal that looks like this girl does. Let's see if she'll stay in the camera. She might start moving around. So this is a super disco hypo female. This, as soon as again, another one of those ones from Lindsay, as soon as I unboxed her, I immediately messaged her, and I couldn't thank her enough. This girl was such a big addition to our Hypo project, especially, again, being another super version of the disco and a visual hypo. Now, this girl, she has been breeding, and she has been paired to our chocolate hypo redhead. I'm really excited not only to finally get some chocolate discos, because this girl being a super, everything will be guaranteed disco. So hopefully we can hit some chocolate discos, but as well as getting the redhead in there. I really want to see what the redhead can do, and as you can tell, she's pretty swollen. Again, she has been locking up with our chocolate hypo redhead, and none of these girls want to stay still on the camera. Trying to see if she'll cooperate and ball up, but again, this girl, probably one of my favorite hypos in our collection today. I do not plan on moving this girl anytime soon. She has a big future with us. Again, this year she bred the chocolate hypo redhead. Her next round will probably be to add her into the Hypo Clown project. And obviously we'll be using our one of our disco clown males. So again, obviously the goal is going to be more of the super disco stuff. That's where we really want to take that project. And yeah, so hopefully this year she gives us a nice clutch. This girl is a virgin, so we really like that, especially, and that's why I decided to kind of start her off with the redhead stuff. I didn't want any other genes mixed in, just in case. And then, like I said, next year we'll reevaluate. I know we have a disco leopard clown male that's been breeding really well for us this year, so he's an option. But I also have many different roads that we can go. We can use a chocolate orange dream disco pied male. We can do some hypo pied stuff with them, and obviously get more super discos. That's really for the first probably 4 or 5 years, we'll be focusing on only putting disco males with her. So again, I really am happy with this female. This female glows. I think she's getting ready to go into shed, but again, just an amazing quality animal. I love the super disco, and I love the hypo mixed in. She does not want to stay still on camera. She's grumpy and wants to move because we just pulled her out of her tub. She was relaxed, and she has been bull repping. I haven't checked her follicles lately, but I believe she's probably right around, she's at least over 20s. So hopefully we can see an ovulation soon from this girl. But yeah, again, I can't thank Lindsay enough for these 3 hypo females that we've been able to add to our collection. This girl takes the icing on the cake, though. even if she messes me, she wouldn't be able to get this girl back. She didn't want to let her go, but I'm happy that we were able to snag her, and we look forward to a lot of fun projects with this female in the future. So, sorry for the video quality of them moving around. They don't really like to stay in one place. I've noticed that about Lindsay's stuff. They like to, not only do they like to eat, but they also like to move. But we'll never complain about that. Everything from Lindsay has been awesome. She's a breeze to work with. She has some amazing animals. And yeah, so again, these are our 3 newest additions. These girls have been here for a couple months. So this girl's been here the longest. But I appreciate everybody for checking it out. And again, thank you, Lindsay, for this awesome group of girls.